Beep, beep. Look at that.
Hey,
Oh, look at that.
can you hear me?
Uh-huh. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
We're just waiting on Mike or Michael, and then I'm gonna move over to the other camera and drop this camera out. Um,
Hey, we just start
we are
talking.
live everywhere but on Rumble.
I like how you're your own technician right now. It's awesome. You gotta
I
do what
mean,
you
this is
gotta
my
do.
former life. I used to be an IT guy.
I know this so well. Oh my god.
But
Making movies in the back end is like that too. You've gotta just, you know, it's better that you know every job, I say.
put my put my ears on so I can hear you. Um, yeah, check. Oh, I got this mic off.
Hey,
Uh,
listen, boss. Not that. Listen, Jesus. Does this mean I'm live? Oh, look, I'm gonna check it. Yay!
But no, for real, just so you know, we're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything but Rumble and TikTok, which I just figured
Okay.
out Rumble, but it'll be next Thursday. And TikTok is, you got to get special approval. Anyway,
Okay.
I
So
have enough followers, but it's
it looks weird. You've got like three different pieces of you. Why do we see three? Why do we see like a whole line of three of us?
well, here
And I've been regenerating today, and I'm being bad. I'm eating ice cream. I'm gonna do it. Sometimes cough about it later. There's this one coconut ice cream. I'm doing it, and I continue my tattoo. Well, I got my shoulder straps on. Now I can't hear you at all. Cannot hear you at all. You switched something out. Can
I see what happened. You can hear me now. You can hear
okay.
me now, right?
So you're attached to the other camera. You got to go
I'm
sit in another
attached.
seat.
I gotta sit
Beep.
in the
We're
seats.
going live. Now, who are you? We're live. I'm live
All
with
right.
this.
Um, so while we're waiting on Mike or Michael to jump on, I've been running full steam ahead. Finished a ride and then had a bunch of unexpected guests, and then running right into this. So I don't know what do you
Hey,
want to talk? What
what do you
truths?
mean? Like
What
somebody
truths? Uh,
a ride around where? Can you tell people what you're doing? Like you ride
oh
around
yes,
Nashville?
right.
It's
So
freaking awesome.
yeah. So I have Music City E-Bikes, which is a ride around Nashville. It's about 15 miles, 35-mile-an-hour downhills, some
16 and a half.
off-road sections, sometimes 16 and a half if I get some fast riders. Um, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Some high-performance e-bikes, some e-bikes for people that don't like high-performance e-bikes. So slow bikes, fast bikes, everything in between.
And for
Small
kids,
bikes, large bikes for small people, large
it's
people.
amazing. You got it.
It's a lot of fun. Keeps a nice red hue on my skin being out in the sun all the time.
And you got an Airbnb right above all the
This is
bikes.
true.
That's awesome. That's
This
where I
is
stay, y'all. I stay there
that's
in
right.
Nashville, and I ride with him, and I am friends with this guy, and that's why I'm on here because you are awesome. I love what you do, and you develop regenerate, dude. Like we got to get more people on this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It really does work. 18
It really
ingredients.
does work, Sean. Like a
Yeah.
thank you. Like listen, I got I put your stuff in these little travel containers so that I always have it with me, and I can't
Mhm.
wait to get your little packages. My box is coming with those packages, right? Because
Yeah.
so the little slips, those little
Yeah.
packages where
The
you can fill it. How
right
many?
the 3 dose. You can. I mean, it's possible to wedge 6 doses in there, but the plan is to have 3 doses per packet.
Right.
So
So
you have 3 opportunities to try regenerate, or if you're just a very large person, or if you're giving it to someone who's hungover, they might want to take multi doses at the same time to knock out their hangover. And 3 doses, there's nothing toxic in it. You can take 3 doses at a time. The only thing is that you'll get quite flushed, with all the blood flow boosters in there. So you just got to be prepared for that. But yeah, each packet designed to hold 3 doses.
And anyway, that was. I'm sending out an email to tell people that we're live right now, and I want to know what it was. Like, you gotta. I love you to death, but like for the people who don't know what you're talking about, who just come in on a live, tell me please what Regenerate is and how you did it.
Okay. Yeah, I keep thinking about turning off this other camera. Hold on. Let me try to fix this.
No sound.
Okay. All right. I'll move over to the other seat here in a moment.
Yeah, do it.
And drop this camera out. One moment.
Yay. Hey, y'all. So here we are. I'm live at my tattoo place. I'm getting my sleeve continued because I have a whole story. I'm just doing because I want to do it. And Sean created this stuff Regenerate, and Luke, by the way, and I always travel with them. I'm not even joking. It can get you like calm and clear. Also, his other stuff can get you out of an asthma attack in 15 minutes. Me, like in 5 minutes. It's really magical stuff. I'm like, and he's cool as hell and has the greatest bikes in Nashville. Andrew's got some new bikes, but I can't wait. I want to be one of the kids that can I ride the one that's like really like dangerous? That's the one I want to ride. I love that bike. And you got some new ones. And what's he doing now? Here we are live. What are you doing? Well, look at my tattoo. I got my goal, the story of my sleeves is that when you come into me, not that way, that you see love. So like it says I love you on a tree. So like it's for you, love, even if I had a short sleeve shirt on, it you would still see I love you. And I want you to have like a little grin. I want you to feel happy. And so I did a little butterfly warm. And I've got the symbol for Angel Michael. If the wind needed, show that off. I'm continuing my whimsical storytelling with that shares joy and healing.
Thank you.
On my arm. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
All right. So I'm set now, right? You can see me good.
I can see you.
All right.
You got a lot of space. Like, who's over there? That's where you know what? Leave that. That's where you put the titles. Like where you do text. Like make it up there and like right on the.
I can fix it. It's like it's amazing how many little attentions to details when you're building a podcast room, like things that are a problem, like our camera mount that walks on its own.
Oh God, anything. Making a movie too. Think about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So you were just asking me about what were you just talking about? Audio.
Just for like for people who are just logging in and just meeting us, what are you on here for? Who the hell are you? Mm-hmm. And I was introducing I met you through biking, and actually we met through Tinder. Let's just be honest about it all.
I mean, we have way back in the day. Well, that was like was that pre-pandemic?
That was pre-pandemic.
Was it really? Just after?
It was during it.
Okay.
It was 2020.
Yeah, yeah. That my time on that site didn't last long, but it was very worth it because I met you.
Hello. Like I'm
I mean,
not.
in full disclosure, when it first came out, I was on it, but then yeah, I think just briefly in 2020. But
Your profile is excellent. You look like you're reminding me of what's the Virgin Airline dude, Richard Branson.
Richard Branson,
Yeah, you
I
like
don't know.
you were in all these like awesome scenes with great clothing. You've got an amazing wardrobe.
Thank you, thank you.
You do. And
So
it just so happened that you came to my studio, and
yeah,
that is no longer there. Round room. There was a tornado that went through it. It's now open room.
yeah, it's wide open,
Oh my
no
god!
roof,
So
no
anyway,
roof.
you met me there, and that you kept telling me about loot. You told me about loot for a good year, probably.
Probably, and then the other funny thing was I was telling you about the
I know.
early on too.
Yeah, and that's gone. Like my body looks different because of you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you look a lot more vibrant. You know, you could see it in your face
Feel
too.
it. Yeah, I feel it too. And
Yeah,
my body and my yeah, and
mm.
it's not as pudgy. But that's also, I still have stuff, but it's
Yeah,
and
no,
also I got a cold sore today too. Not today, but so it's like that's a whole, I want to address all kinds of health things, and you've helped me so much address health stuff.
mm.
It's like great. I feel like clear and alive and vibrant, and I look amazing in my 50s. I'm having like amazing sex in my 50s. I've got stamina. I still have breathing problems. I still do have to have like, but
Did,
to be full disclosure, but really I feel like I'm like, wow, it's working. What you're, following in your steps is working, fella. And then
well,
regenerate is like the bomb. Like regenerate is like I carry it. That's why I want one of those little pouches, because it's
yeah, it's
you
great to
should just
carry.
be giving it to people.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's my plan. Um, I do want to reduce. We're sending out 12 with them now. I want to reduce that because we're going to go through them in a hurry, sending out 12 with every bottle, maybe six.
Oh, do that as like a special just now. Like that's you haven't changed it, so like just now to do tonight, you better get it because it's gonna change.
Yeah, the packets are
Um,
going down. Um,
that's a good idea.
yeah, yeah. So it's and just the background on that. I mean, you know this, or maybe you don't. Just I was going to big pharma, and I was just getting sicker and sicker and sicker. So
No.
I was just totally disgusted. So then I mean, I remember this doctor is really arrogant, and he was like, "We're gonna figure out what's wrong with you." It was like $3,000 a blood or $2,500 a blood test back when dollars were dollars too. And
Ah,
and then he came back and he told me I was good, that all my blood work came back and that I was well. And I was like covered in like hives and welts. My skin was I was constantly itchy. I was just like, man, I'm not well. I mean, I just remember I was just boiled over with anger, and I was like, I'm never coming back to any of these places again. He's like, I can refer you to a dermatologist. I'm like, I've been to a dermatologist,
that's right.
and it's just a for-profit enterprise, and they don't. That's why everybody's sick. So I just committed to never going back, and then I don't know if it's maybe a little bit of aspiness or just a little bit of proclivity to really research things um, top to bottom, and go past the first page of Google. For many years. Um, yeah,
And
so
which is right.
I figured some things out, and then when I met you, I was just letting you know some of the things that I figured out that I thought would be helpful to you.
Also just hand raised in people who are figuring things out. When you look at the articles, you have to see who wrote the article and then who's paid the person to write the article. Like when you start really investigating stuff, it's like, wait, what? I'm not even going to look any further.
Yeah, and then once
It's
you
a hot mess.
investigate who owns what, and then you get to the point where everybody who's somebody owns everybody who's somebody, and it's all just one big.
Bullshit. Yeah.
It's all just one. It's fascist. So it's just one. It's just
Yeah.
one owner basically of everything. It's a huge Ponzi scheme. But
That's why I like local meat and milk and men. Thank you. You're
local
welcome.
men, yeah, you don't want them. You don't want them over the internet now. You want your mate to not be. I mean, how many people are doing that today, where their significant other or their girlfriend, or they pay for her, but it's just an over the internet.
Everywhere, all the time.
I mean, I just don't
Everywhere.
understand. I don't understand what. I mean, I guess it's just companionship, but
Mostly is companionship. Honestly, people are dying for it and dying to be touched.
mhm,
And there's cuddle corners now. I found out. I don't know. I've never heard of one. I've heard of them. I've never seen one.
mhm,
So as I traveled for years, like I started in 2004 traveling,
mhm.
and I started to see cry rooms pop up, and I was like,
Okay.
cry room? What the hell, cry room? You get a cry room? I was like, where's my anger room? I need to beat this shit. I need to break some stuff. And
Yeah.
then rage rooms came about, and that's a thing. And I've been to them. They're very fun, but you could also do that in your backyard. And now I was like, that people need to actually be cuddled, like held. And now I actually hear there are things where you can go and like be held and cuddled. I don't know how to do that.
There is something called like a professional cuddler. I saw a
Oh, sign me
documentary
up. I
on
would
that.
do that
I forget what it was.
because y'all need it. Like people need it. I could do that. There's my money.
Maybe it was on a YouTube video or something, but I saw someone who, for his YouTube page, went and got professionally cuddled.
That's awesome.
But then it's like, do you still get something out of it when it's transactional like that? I don't know. I just everybody got asked. Everybody just put the phone. Not now. Don't put the phone down. Listen to this. But put down the phone, and it's super weird now, right? I mean, how weird has it got since the pandemic? I time
With
goes by
dating and people.
faster. Say what?
With you mean humans and dating and with people and all
Yeah,
yeah, it's weird.
it's super weird.
That's
And we all went through a shared trauma when everything got locked down and we got pushed into our homes. This should be what everybody's talking about, is how to get past that trauma of that, or what has happened. I think it's just kind of easy to gloss over what happened for those months when everybody was jammed in their home. And I don't know how to get, you know, things back, or to a
well, I
better
don't know if they go
situation.
back. It's like now it's like a whole new world now.
Yeah,
Either way it goes, it's a whole new world. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's a
yeah.
whole new world.
Of professional cuddling and
Yeah.
remote girlfriends. Yeah.
It's a
So I
whole
don't
new,
know if Mike. So is Michael not joining? It's just us
I
on
don't know.
YouTube.
Maybe
I'm, I'm good with just us two. I did send the email though, right? I'm just double checking. Yeah, I did.
yeah.
Okay.
He's says he's is there a way we can do it tomorrow? I'm like, no, it is Thursdays.
Yeah, it's
At least it does.
Truth Fridays doesn't have the same ring as
Plus my
Truth
schedule on
Thursday.
Friday and Saturday night is reserved. Like that's like set aside.
Oh yeah, is
That's
that
on my
you going to the
calendar.
wood? Are you going to the woods?
Well, this actually, I am in the woods. I am heading to the woods for this trip, but not that soon. I still got my Friday night. It might not even be Friday night. That's what I've learned. That's why I wrote that calendar. I can't wait for you to get it. I ordered you one.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
the calendar that I wrote because of you. Like I've like learned you and all the other men I've been following. That like you do it, you get it done. I don't know how the hell you got it done, but I've been watching you, and you eat meat. You
Mm,
you have your things you do. You do your cold plunges. You do your hot. You do your walk. You do your
mhm.
all the stuff you do to take care of your body and yourself and your spirit.
You know the one that I can get away from, and it seems kind of, maybe to some people it's silly, but the morning walk I think is just like enormous. The morning walk. I don't know if you do a morning walk, but preferably is, when the sun is coming up, but even if you wake up later, just as soon as you wake up, just go outside and go for a walk. I just think is so
Best.
huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll take a lumbriokinase,
Lumbriokinase.
which is something to break up scar tissue. Supposedly, it's great for people that have spikes, from whatever.
But
Spike.
what is a lumbriokinase?
It's It's like a serapeptase lumbriokinase. Um,
Something you take, like you
yeah,
swallow it?
yeah, yeah.
Is it a pill or a liquid?
It's a pill. I think it comes from silkworms or something. Maybe that's serapeptase, but
Silkworm.
so it's a fibrinolytic inhibitory effects. So it's like breaks up scar tissue, breaks up anything that might be in like your arteries, any clots. So good for people that might be susceptible to clots, you know what I mean?
Oh God.
And then just go for a walk and try to go towards the sun so that the sun hits maximum eyeballs, because you absorb more vitamin D through your eyeballs than anywhere else.
Interesting.
So you don't have to look. That doesn't mean look at the sun. That means
Right.
be going towards the sun where it has a direct angle to get to the whites of your eyes. It's the whites of your eyes is the vitamin D factory.
That's why all of those fellas that work, all those working fellas that work in the mornings are actually way healthier than most.
Mhm.
If they just stop drinking and eating all that crap they eat.
That's how they can do all that, because some of their habits are very health promoting, like getting
Right.
up in the morning.
They're already ahead of us because they've got the sun, they've got the weight. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now you just gotta pack their lunches with like meat and milk.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, hey, Jack Kruse, who's one of the big guys that I follow, that his information really resonates to me as being true. You know, he says if your light is off, if your sun exposure is off, it doesn't matter what you do, you're going to be sick. So that morning sun and that evening sun is of utmost importance.
Wow.
And I feel infinitely better when, as soon as I wake up, just the first thing I do is go outside and get into the sun for a walk.
That guy
And I have
Chris,
this route around, which has a lot of uphills, just to get the heart rate up a little bit doing an uphill. But
nice. That guy Chris Wilson or Chris Wilcox or what's his name? I have a hard
the
time.
shaved head guy that's British or something.
Yes, I have a hard time looking at him.
Why is that?
Because he's so ridiculously hot. I just
figured
can't.
that. I figured that you would think that, and I'm
Chris
sure.
Williamson. Chris Williamson. It's like I can't. I'm like I need to just walk past you like this, sir. I'm not looking. I'm sorry. His pants just fell off.
I remember when Williamson came out and he was like, "I'm going to stop drinking," and I was like, and then I mean, it was cool, but I was like, "Yeah, I've been doing that a long time." I really liked how he, is talking about how that helped him, or how he really felt more clear, because alcohol.
He's one of the.
I know it's the socially sanctioned drug, but it really destroys your neurotransmitters in your brain.
Alcohol.
And the withdrawal on alcohol is multi-year, and so it's like people are like, "Oh, just quit." Like I just don't think that there's enough awareness out there just how difficult it is to quit alcohol and how disruptive it is.
Hey,
it's one of two drugs that can kill you by quitting.
Therefore, I can't, as I'm Irish, and I'm going at my cousin's wedding. I'm going to drink some alcohol up there.
Oh, are you?
I'm going to bring me some Regenerate in my pocket.
For the hangovers?
So I go in. Well, I was thinking about doing, I'll have a little bit, and then I'll do a Regenerate.
Have you done Regenerate for hangover relief yet?
Yes, I have. I've done it all, Sean.
How did it do?
It's a great hangover relief, but you need to better take it before you go to bed.
Really?
and then like an Advil, like treat it like an Advil.
Okay.
Like, do it before you go to bed, and then when you wake up.
Because I haven't drank, since
No, I don't have any intention of being
2019,
drunk. No.
2019. So like, I don't have any firsthand experience. I just know theoretically that it should work great for hangovers. And then the reports that I've got from people are that it works great for hangovers. So I was just curious what your experience was.
Yeah, it's better than those. I mean, it's. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh wow. Somebody else doing what we're all doing,
What's that?
becoming aware. And just what are you gonna do now? Oh God. What I would
Like,
like is here's an idea I have. Like, what if we challenge us to have this regenerate in our brains and share with all of our friends to get clear and have that moment of clarity and
mhm.
see what happens. Even if you just
Yeah,
do it once.
yeah. Yeah, that's why I think it's so important that I understand it's not cheap, but it is 100 servings per bottle.
I know. I've said
And
that. Yeah.
but the reason why is because alcohol and benzodiazepine withdrawal is a multi-year thing. So really, if you're using it 3 times a day, there's 100 doses in there. So you kind of really, if you really want to shake benzos or alcohol,
You need to
you
get
want
like
to get the
2,
big bottle. Um, but
but
then
like
some people
5
are fine on on 1 dose a day. Some people need 3 a day. And
We're
but it,
talking about me.
but you don't need to keep. I mean, I'm sure what you know now, you don't have to take as much as you used
Nope.
to get cooled off because you're cool. You're more cooled off.
It's true.
So
It's
yeah,
100%
it's
true.
not
Really is.
something that you'll have to take forever. It might be something that you always want in your cupboard, but
Uh,
it's designed to to be used in a time of need, but then to not need it anymore. Regenerate.
yes, that is exactly it. And same with loot. Loot is the same. I
Oh,
want like
loot's to have fun. Loot's to party.
damn lie. Loot is to save your life right there. Because loot, like I would rather like give me a bottle of loot, all y'all. That needs to be my present always. Is because I just want some loot just to have it. Because I can get out of an asthma. If you are sending me to the hospital in a I can't breathe asthma attack, and I had a swallow of loot, I can get totally calm out of an asthma attack with that stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people just think about cannabinoids or cannabis just to get high or sophisticated, but it's an anti-inflammatory. It's a big anti-inflammatory,
But
great.
I've done it where I have actually smoked
Mhm.
um, on a horse ranch once. I smoked a weed in order to get out of an asthma attack. I know it was so counterproductive, but it totally did work. But your
Right.
drink, you don't need to smoke. You know what I mean? You actually drink it. I mean, it really is. I mean, I'll do it. Like this is my campaign. Like that stuff. It's advertised. It's loot.life, y'all. Like
Hmm.
instead of .com, it's advertised at CBG,
Yeah,
CB. But it's
so
really a
cannabis.
sophisticated drink to drink instead, along with your friends instead of an alcoholic drink.
Yeah, and also, it's not it's not like a something that's to push not drinking.
Right.
A lot of people like to mix it with alcohol. You know, it does have a multiplication effect with alcohol, so maybe you can reduce the amount of alcohol you need because of the loot. And it mixes great because it tastes great. It's gonna get like a um, sweet, salty thing. It's great as a modifier, so you can add it to your favorite drink.
I put it in with Regenerate and then add it with like fruit juices.
Yeah,
So
I've got to try that. All the concoctions you've got, because
I'm
the
telling you.
slight earthy bitterness of Regenerate
Oh yeah.
mixed with
I,
something sweet, I bet is really good.
I have a cooking show. Stirring up for I gift to you. Like that's what my gift to you is like. I'm gonna tell AI and stuff how to make little recipe books and stuff for loot and Regenerate and just let's just do that because it's so good. I use my affiliate link. Woo! I
So
But seriously, it's just so good. It's, you know what? I have one beer that I would be like, nope, I'm not sorry about you. I will argue you all the way home. That I'm still going to drink that beer until I discovered tart cherry juice,
I like Tarcher.
tart cherry juice with Regenerate and Loot and ginger beer.
Hmm.
Now, if you want to get real fancy, you muddle yourself some basil leaves.
Hmm.
You know, like you would mint, maybe even with a little mint and basil, and put it in the drink. Oh yeah, and keep the Regenerate in there because Regenerate gets GABA to your brain fast, so it has that makes you hot. But when
Yeah,
you put, so that's why you want to slug it usually. But if you put it in a drink and you sip it for a long time,
keep the heat.
you keep the heat going.
I've never done that, and I want to try to see what that feels like. To
I'm like,
see rather than
hey,
having like a
plus
big
I'm
peak of heat and then have it wear off. If I wonder what it would feel like to have, hmm if you would just get more and more calm, or if that would get
yes,
if that would get to the point of like a buzz or something. I guess
I
that would be
I say, I mean I think it totally feels hot.
yeah.
Regenerate.
Yeah, it definitely. I tell you what, Regenerate definitely helped me through 2020. You
Well,
know,
just to calm down.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, really, like people need this in their marriages, Sean. You could have like a little, you know, rekindle your marriage package.
hmm
You could have a, have sexy time package. It's like you could, you know what I mean? Like,
I certainly think that Regenerate, with the ingredients that are in it, would uh, would help with the sexy time.
and then mix it with loot. That's my concoction right there.
Yeah, that's no doubt. Loot is definitely a help for that.
And then, oh god. Okay, somebody said it made them they drink some loot and they felt like they were pissing hot.
What? Wait, is that code for that they think that it has something illegal, like it's not 50 state legal? Is that what they're saying?
No,
Oh,
he was pissing hot. That was the only time. And I go, what? And that's all I
I
got.
I need a thesaurus because pissing hot to me sounds like if you're being tested for something and you pee hot. I don't know. I'm not sure
Oh,
exactly.
oh no, I think it was like you peed like and it burned.
Oh,
Peeing
with
hot. I don't know.
really with loot?
That already.
I don't know. I can't think of anything in loot that would do that, but
Already.
that's interesting.
Yeah, that made me laugh. So,
Yeah. I mean, it's got raw honey from a farm in Montana.
which is so funny because they're Tennessee bees.
Yeah, the Tennessee bees that have been relocated to Montana.
Listen, those bees
They
are.
might be coming back to Tennessee, so maybe next year it'll be Tennessee honey again.
That's
But
good.
so it's Montana honey, Celtic sea salt, and then a cannabinoid blend, and the finest water in the country from the
From
Ochita
Arkansas.
Mountains, Arkansas.
Arkansas is a pretty state, by the way.
So I don't know what's gonna make the pea hot in that, unless they're saying that it feels so much like um, some California or Colorado. And I agree. I think hemp technology has gotten to the point where it feels very, you know, Colorado or California ish. So
So,
I've got a video.
oh
I've
no,
got a video that
what is it?
I'll play this. Let's see if I can.
Come on, coming out.
You want to
I'm
see the?
coming out. We're going live with Jesus every Thursday. You know what I think I should do? I should start doing yoga moves, like yoga with Jesus, but I'd love you to like look like have your hair down and be all Jesus-ed out. Just tell me what
On True Thursdays, I'm gonna,
can
you
you
know,
go?
be prepared. But then every time it's like I'm running in the house and I'm like, oh God, it's already time. But
Hey,
so
change your language, Jesus. We're doing it right now.
all right, For some reason, my mouse is jumping all over the screen. So, do you want to see this video real quick?
Yeah, I'm
This
scared.
video.
Show me.
So this is on Instagram, so I'm sure that
No.
we can play this anyway. It's not like it has to be
What are you doing?
on Rumble. But I'm gonna bring in
With Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for making regenerate.
soft
Soft,
J,
yeah.
please. Jesus. I don't know why my mouse is jumping all over, but it's working. All right. So can you see it now?
I can see it. It's teeny itty bitty.
Okay, we gotta make that bigger. Maybe.
Oh.
Like, is that good?
Oh,
Or?
this guy? I love this guy.
I love this guy too.
I
so-
love this guy.
All right, so
What is it? Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna hit play. All right.
Okay, here we go.
We need volume.
And I'm not talking about metaphorically. And I'm not talking about BlackRock. I'm talking about what's really behind BlackRock. See, we hit 1 million followers on TikTok this week. And I've been waiting to post this video since the very first video that I made, laying the groundwork of understanding so that we're all going to understand this now that we're here. So let's break it down real simple. If you're going to go grocery shopping at a corporate grocery store, all these corporations are owned by these institutions. They're highlighted in red if they're on all 4 of these sheets. They're darker orange if they're on 3 of them, and light orange if they're on 2. And there's only a couple that only appear once. It's mostly the same money. But we go deeper. If you go for the biggest tech companies, it's basically the exact same list for all 4 of these. That would be Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street, Fidelity, T. Rowe Price, Geode, which is similar to Fidelity Associated, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley. And then Northern Trust is on 3 of them, and Capital World Investors is the exact same thing as Capital Research and Management Company. So you might think, okay, these are the institutions that own the whole stock market. But who owns them? And see, if you've been around here for a minute, you already know. They all own each other. Just a giant cross ownership pool. And this is where it gets really interesting. Because see, way back before I'd even posted a single video, I was sitting in my office reading this report from an anonymous user on Reddit. And he had noticed the exact same thing that I'm talking about right now. And he wrote a program to put all that data into a visualization so we can see who owns who. And I'm about to show you what he figured out.
God.
Let's take BlackRock, for example.
Yep.
This is a list of the top institutional owners of BlackRock and how much of the company they own. And if you visualize it, it looks like this, where the whole square is all of BlackRock's stock, and they get a percentage of that square based on how much they own. And the important colors to note are that white symbolizes us, retail investors, and gray symbolizes insiders that work at the company. So that would be like Larry Fink's stock, among other people. And everything else is other giant corporations, investment banks, like BlackRock themselves own a little bit. State Street owns some. Capital World Management owns some. Bank of America owns some. You see how this works? But then you think about it and you're like, well, wait a minute, because all of these institutions are owned by other institutions, right? So what if we put that data in here? Well, he did. And it looks like this. And you realize that all of this that was owned by Merrill Lynch is actually owned by all of these other institutions. And a little bit of us, retail, up there at the top. But here, we've only replaced Merrill Lynch's section. What about all of these guys? Well, then it looks like this. Remember, white is retail investors like you and me, and everything else is giant mega corporations. And if you go one layer deeper, filling in all those corporations with their corporations, you see how this program's working? And so then we simplify it to just black, gray, and white. And this is who owns BlackRock. White is retail investors like you and me. Gray is insiders at all of these corporations like CEOs and other executives. And black is just corporations owning each other. We'll call it megacorp. This is the same process done for Bank of America and for State Street and for Best Buy, Amazon, Macy's. Groceries, food, ingredients, building and selling homes, even less white, meaning us, retail ownership. As far as I can tell, there's only one company on the entire stock market that is not owned by megacorp. Can you guess who it is? Do you know? It's GameStop. Except that this photo's out of date because it's from a few years ago. It probably looks more like this if you believe the public info, which is a big if. But more on that another time. This is not a video about GameStop. This is about megacorp. Because see, when all of the owners own each other, all of their interests are aligned. BlackRock wants State Street to do well because State Street wants BlackRock to do well because they both own each other.
Yeah.
So who is the real final boss behind all the money? Well, isn't that the $1 million question? And ever since I've been asking those more important questions, my follower growth went from this to this. So you're not going to find those answers on this channel. You're going to have to go follow me in other places. All I'll say for now is that the next time you buy a product from a corporation like Nike or Costco or Best Buy or Amazon or any of these corporations, you're buying it from the mega corporation. They're all owned by the same big money. And it's all one big siphon, just vacuuming money out of our pockets up to the people on top. We'll make another video about how exactly they do that shortly. For now, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that is here and here and here. Your support means the world to me, and it allows me to do this work to help support small businesses and help look for like the truth of what the heck's going on in this world. For all you guys that have been here since the beginning, you are legends. I notice you in the comments. I see you. I appreciate you, even if I don't get to as many comments and as many DMs as I used to. For all the people that have helped me do the digging, that have given me tips, that have collaborated along the way, I love you. You're amazing. Please never stop being curious. Do your own research. Don't trust the government, and get ready for a lot of censorship in 2024. So the very first video I ever posted on my page back in May of last year was about who owns everything. It only took us 8 months, a couple hundred videos, and 1 million followers to get right back to the exact same question. Who owns everything? What if I told you that all corporations...
Wow, that just goes to show you got to have your intention in everything you do from now on. Like, right. I mean,
Well, it's like
holy shit.
it's like I say all the time, the only vote that really matters is where you vote with your dollars. And you know, I mean, I buy from Amazon. It's just so convenient. But
Well, also there's the small businesses that use Amazon shipping, like myself. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, right.
Yeah, and then FedEx, UPS, USPS, you got to use some of the framework of the system. But what was so shocking to me is it's the way that is presented, it's just so clearly a big Ponzi scheme.
Oh yeah. Well, the whole thing is. It goes back to. I'm going to say it. Ready? My science fair project when I was 12. What they put in your food is poison, and then you go to the doctor and you put the medicine in your mouth. And I showed that the people that are giving you the medicine are the same people who put the poison in your food. And that was like, oh God, it just got worse. But it's also liberating too, because we should all go back to grandma anyway. Like that is the answer.
Yeah.
The actual earth, and like that's why I love visiting my family. I love being on road trips. And there's way more awesome people out in the world than there are the chaos and disaster.
Yeah. Shoot, it just fell out of my head what I was about to ask you. Oh yes, so remember I was telling you about the bikes that I got recently?
Yes.
The gentleman that I bought the bikes from.
I wanna go, I wanna go, I wanna go.
The gentleman that I bought the bikes from is in the same arena as you are, with the perps. We're on Facebook and Instagram, so we have to mind our P's and Q's.
Oh,
next week I assure you, because I figured it out tonight how to get on Rumble. So next week, Truth Thursdays, we're going to cut all of these feeds and then shift over to Rumble and get real.
Okay, sweet.
But so we'll just call him Perps. But he is, anyway, I don't want to, he's just in the arena, let's just put it this way, that you would really appreciate the arena that he is in.
Excellent. I'd love to elevate those men.
Right, so I talked to him about it. He hasn't given me a yay or nay. He wants me to buy a bunch more bikes from him.
I want to buy
one. If anybody wants a bike, I've got a bunch of Magicians and some Freys. Freys are known as the Ferrari of e-bikes. 60-volt batteries. They go 45 miles an hour. They're beasts. So I've got a couple Freys available. And Magicians, you know, it's funny. I know Frey's the big dog, but the Magician just feels great.
Like,
It's a little slower. It's a little lighter, though. Just something about the Magician.
plug it in. We can plug it in on a generator, right?
Yeah, you can run a diesel generator, solar generator, and recharge them. Anyway, you want he's talking about, or we had a brief discussion about joining next Thursday, or maybe we'd have to set a special time. He can speak of things in the arena that you are aware of things with the perps. So I think it would be interesting to have you two guys get together.
Yes, please.
But that'll be a rumble.
Then let's do it. Okay, I'll be up with my family next week, so you never know what's going to happen. It could be awesome and hilarious.
Yeah.
Because there'll be Uncle Toby. I don't have any Regenerate on me. I have just this little bit. You know what? I do have a little bit.
Okay.
I got my little travel bit. I'll maybe. That'd be funny.
By the way, I did order a bunch of 250 ml mason jars that'll be in tomorrow. And so then I'm going to ship out all of the ones that are still waiting on bottles from customs. So all of those will go out as soon as those mason jars come in. They're just they're going to be unbranded because the branded ones are stuck in customs. Oh, the boxes
of loot look great.
The boxes look great.
They do, right? I love loot. Loot is just like, do you have one on you? Can you show it?
The boxes?
Yeah, it's cool. Like, loot is the shit, man. Shit. I'm telling you, y'all, like, even when people say they want to come work with me and, like, oh, they want my coaching is try loot and Regenerate. Start dancing with me every week, every day. We should do it every day.
So, compared to the original loot boxes, these they're smoother. The wood is a little nicer.
Oh no! It says Nashville. That looks cool.
Yeah, so didn't that work out? I
like that a lot.
That I had about that worked out.
I really like that a lot.
I mean, then the side, I don't know how well that's coming into the camera.
It looks nice. Like it's burnt or something on there.
Yeah, no, it's got more wood grain, and then the back looks
that's
great
cool
too. And then of course, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
The light's on, but I think the lights in here are so bright you can't see the bottle lights in.
I'm gonna get you a bottle of this.
So, yeah, I've got like 4 of them to ship out. They've been waiting on these boxes, so.
I'm excited. I'm gonna always order them. You don't always have to send mine in a box, but they're nice.
I mean, it comes with the box.
You gotta teach something to teach that thing of what to do with the box. You could like make a loot or something. Make a.
Yeah. So. Yeah. It's right here.
Yeah. Okay, you gotta order that. That's so awesome. What? No way.
You can make I'm trying to get it in the frame. There it is. You can make a rudimentary guitar from loot. So.
That's awesome.
This one's a little bit fancier, but I don't have it on the website yet. But the instructions to make it's called a lutar.
That is really
to make the lutar will be on the site eventually. That thing's pretty wild. You play it like a slide guitar.
Awesome. Well, I'm finding some really cool people, Sean, and I'll just give you my people. How about that? Okay. To use because honestly, I love it. I love your products, and you saved my life more than once.
Well,
I appreciate you.
Welcome. I appreciate you too, man.
And I'm still going to be bad. I'm still getting lymph node, and I'm getting my sleeve that I always wanted. So I know it's not. I mean, I'm not supposed to do that in your lymph nodes, but I'm like, I still eat some ice cream. I still I'll still bone down by the river that one boy and have that one beer. And still, if I'm
When
stuck in an airport, if I'm faced with if I'm faced with like processed food everywhere, they wouldn't let me bring in my own food or my milk.
yeah.
What will I go? I will go with a dark beer
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I
or a
eat ice
black and
cream.
tan
I eat ice
instead of
cream
meal.
once in a while. I just, it's got to be worth it if I'm going to eat something that's going to make me feel badly. It's got to be really worth it. Like some pistachio rose water ice cream. Not
No,
like,
now we're
not
talking
like,
this place in Paris.
not like, like some basic ice
You're
cream.
not nasty stuff that's going to make you wheeze. Oh God, you see the things that people eat now. Once you're aware of the poison, you're
Hmm.
just literally putting poison in your mouth,
Oh,
and you'll be
have
coughing
you?
about it later. Like my mom's like, I don't know. I woke up, I'd shit the bed. Maybe it was because eating that whole pie. Or like, when you go on these big coughing spells and it's like,
Mhm.
what? I just ate 10 donuts.
Right. The what was it? Damn, I just lost my train of thought again.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Shit
the
the bed
shit the
always
bed
changes
made
everything.
me lose my brain, but
Did you see
oh
that?
yeah. I just wanted to say, if you look at the ingredients in Beyond Meat or a lot of this fake meat, and then look at the ingredients in dog food, it's the same. They're literally trying to feed humans dog food now. It's appalling. And
Well, I mean, wouldn't
the
you
ingredient list
have
is
all the black area on that? Like, if you just saw that map, like, you'd be feeding people bugs and stuff too. You wouldn't want them to eat your meat.
you will eat the bugs. Klaus,
That's funny.
who looks like Dr. Evil.
Corporations owning corporations owning corporations.
Hmm. I mean, I knew it was bad, but when I saw that video and they had the visual representation, it
That
was
guy's so hot too. If you want to know, like that guy is like nerds like that. I'm like, ooh,
is it the mustache?
no, it's like nerds like that. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, ooh.
He doesn't register to me as a nerd, but I say so.
Well, big brain, dirty. Maybe it's the mustache. I don't know.
Talk
Also,
nerdy.
I like
Would
nerdy
you ever
guys.
say to somebody, "Talk nerdy to me"?
Yeah, I do. I like the weirdos. I really do.
Yeah.
You guys are weirdo.
Yeah, because the NPCs are very predictable. You can predict what they're going to say before they say it.
Oh, that's why you need the outliers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. That's why all the outliers need to speak up and do.
You know what?
Be the change that you want to see.
I'm gonna do that, Sean, and now you're helping me do that because even coming live on here, like I hide. I tend to be hidey like that because I'm like, because I know about the perpetrators. Because I also like freaks me out. Because also I get overwhelmed. I don't like the victim addicts either.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Victim mentality is a mind virus that's
oh my God,
over people.
the victims is like
Mhm.
Jesus. I mean, I want to help, but it's like but I've stepped into my. You know what? I'm pretty fierce about it. Like
Yeah, you're
sergeant
definitely
you around. So like,
you're
what'd you say?
definitely you're definitely turning into it and alienating some old friends.
No,
But
you know what? My best friend in the world, I love her to death. She's always with me. She even put like little smiley faces. Like at the end of the day, I see this as Burning Man. Like like my friends who really know me is like, me, it's me. But yeah, I also am a country girl, and I love me some motorcycles, and I love me some rednecks, and I also do have a Trumpy bear because I personally think Donald Trump is a total comedian. I
he's
think
hilarious.
he makes me laugh all the time. Like literally, that guy makes me laugh at that ever since day one. So I just, sorry about that. I
Yeah.
read all his books back in the day,
Really.
way before, like, because I knew
Art of
like
the deal. I only make the
what
best deals. Art of the deal. I only make the best deals that there are ever will
all
be.
the golf courses and stuff. Please let my golf movie play at all his courses, and please, can he watch my boxing movie? That's all I want. I want Trump
Is it
to
really a
watch
boxing
my
movie?
boxing movie.
Is it
It's not a
really a
boxing
boxing?
movie.
It's not
Yeah,
a boxing.
I
It's
do.
called The Hammer. It's about a boxer.
I
But
just
it's I really did I do like that film a
Oh,
lot.
thank you. I love that movie. So it's like I'm just gonna be like myself. You know what I mean? And this is, and I love everybody, and and I'm here for the kids. I'm here to save as many kids as I can by elevating their parents, by elevating men who go after the perpetrators, by like actually talking about the truth instead
Yeah,
of just putting band-aids on shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And also being
Truth.
the best mom I can, which is it's really tough. By the way, I have an awesome kid. And her school picture came out. Her school picture. Oh my god! And they put it on the board, and one of there's like three little smart kids that are like, I'm approved. I'm like, yeah, there's two boys and her, and the poor boy goes, wow, she looks like she knows something we don't.
Really? She may. She's
She definitely does.
the interactions that we've had, although not many.
This kid,
There's something
she's so
She's not an NPC.
no. I actually need to feed her brain more because
Hmm.
she likes to unplug and and I want to rip the devices from her, but I also am like she's so good at it. I'm also like I feel like getting her like one of those tablets that she can actually draw while we still have power.
You're losing power.
Well, I meant in the world.
Oh, yeah. That's being promoted. That's going to be the next big thing. Yeah.
Remember Y2K? Everybody got all nervous and they're prepared.
Right.
Everybody's
You,
always there's always a big like scare.
you
So
just gotta have. I just think it is prudent to have at least 2 weeks of survival. Not like top tier survival, just have enough water and food to make it 2 weeks. Because the people that, only keep 2, 3 days, in 2, 3 days they'll all be out killing each other looking for food, and you can just chill in your house and wait for that to shake out,
oh god.
and then go out and get some food after 2 weeks or something.
Well,
Better to let the
hopefully you got
initial
a cow.
chaos go. But the
I
people
hope
that are like, I'm good for 4 years. I've got, I don't know, that seems like too
I'm
much.
gonna start prepper dating.
Instead of data farmer, data prepper.
Yeah, prepper dating. Hey, what you got in my bunker? You got. I don't want. Oh, can we please tell people? And we got to end on this because I gotta.
Yeah, I gotta run too.
But okay, everybody's freaking out and doing their little survival kits and all this stuff, right? I say you always need regenerate and loot, but also please, can you help me with this advice? Because from what I've learned from you, it's meat, 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 and meat, meat, and bone broth and liver pills and organ meat. So all
And
these people.
and collagen, but which is bone broth. But
Well,
yes.
my point is all these like these big old like Patriot buckets. It's gonna save you in your bunker. It's got
Yeah,
kidney beans and rice, and it's like, oh, yeah, so y'all are gonna be farting and shitting on each other.
I
I
know.
would be loading up with liver
Look,
pills.
yeah,
That's what I'm doing. I'm hawking liver. I'm not hawking. I'm like storing up liver pills
yeah,
and bone broth protein powder because you can live
yeah.
on that. Not like, what do you want? Y'all are. I see all these beans. I'm like, I don't want
I
to be
know.
in y'all's bunker.
Yeah, no,
Got
it's
me
like,
a cow.
and I do have.
What?
In 2020, I bought
Me-
like 150 pounds of oats, and I was like, if anything hits the fan, at least,
Oats.
But the thing is, I figured that if need be, I could barter or something. I don't really want to eat 150 pounds of oats because they're
Oats.
very inflammatory. It's not a health
Exactly. I'm
food.
like,
I don't know how they convince people that oats are good for you.
that's what I'm saying. Like, so oats and beans.
Put put
That's
a plate of like of meat and a plate of oats in front of a dog. What do you think they're gonna eat first?
yeah. So how do you like stock up on food? 2 weeks worth of food. What would you do?
I mean, just the point is so that you can survive for at least 2 weeks. Because if anything goes down, most of the goings down is gonna go down as soon as people that need their alcohol run out of their alcohol, who need their cigarettes when they run out of cigarettes, and those people they don't have, also the people that run out of food in just a few days. They'll be out freaking out and then you let that shake out, and then you can go outside after that. That's what I
Oh
think.
God, he's
I just
nodding.
think
I
it's
get a nod over here. Like,
what's
yep,
that
I'm getting a nod. Yep,
from who? From me?
from my artist Daniel.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I mean, to plan to have like 6 months of stuff like that costs so much money, time, effort, and energy, and you're gonna miss something that you need. I mean, I get it. Like, if
Oh, a
you're
lot of
really
people are prepared because they've got animals and people and hunters.
right,
You're good.
right.
That's why I got prepper dating. See,
That I mean, I think
fun is an idea.
data farmer, data prepper. Why not? Why not? Yeah, I mean, I'll join.
Exactly. Exactly. What you got? It's like it's not a matter of like, hey, I went to Harvard. It's more like I got 2 generators. I
I can
got a diesel truck, a snow
I can
plow.
gut a deer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I know how to grow things. I know how to, yeah. That's those are going to be the useful people. And then you look at cataclysms that may or may not have happened in the history of the earth, and it's the hunter gatherers that still
I
move
love
forward. Yeah.
hunters.
Yeah. I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about on Truth Thursdays? I
That's like
feel
the
like we
thing.
were scattered today, but
What do
and
you
then our
mean? So, it's like you're having a conversation.
yeah, you're right. Yeah. It.
It's exciting. So
Oh, and
regenerating.
yeah. hmm Yeah, it really does work well. It's pretty amazing. I'm so grateful that I had the knowledge to build that because that really helped me through 2020.
Oh, do you want to? Well, you don't have to tell a story unless you want to. I know. I try to train you to always tell. Like as your friend,
Oh yeah.
you gotta know. You
Yeah.
gotta tell your story.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
so
So
good.
I'll tell it if you want to hear it. So it
It's so
was
good.
my live-in girlfriend at the time, and I didn't know what a benzodiazepine was.
Neither
I
did
had
I.
no idea. Starts taking Xanax, and then just turned into a lunatic. So, basically,
A lot of guys have your problem.
right, yeah, I'm sure they do because it's literally the
What
thing
was
that's
the
so
other one?
confusing. The thing that's so confusing about it is when on because of that substance, you're literally dealing with someone who is two different people. One person on that stuff, and then it has such a short half life. Then when it wears off, they're a lunatic. So it's like on one end, you're getting a very calm and coherent person, and then all of a sudden it's the opposite because they're only calm and coherent when they're on the drug. And the half life is so short, they end up being calm and coherent for smaller and smaller windows unless they keep upping their dose.
And it's so weird that that takes GABA out of their brain, which is what
Right.
they
And
actually need.
right. So
God bless them.
I found some interesting articles, and so I just put together this concoction, and it originally had 5 ingredients, and it worked. It worked, and it definitely helped her. She definitely got better, and then she decided that in the limited time that she was going to live, she decided that she wanted to get high. And she was like, "Yeah, this works, but I'm gonna go a different route. I prefer
Well,
to."
I like to get high too, but
Right. Well, I mean, on benzos. She
on
was
meds,
saying, yeah,
no.
she was saying that she liked them so much that, it's her life. She wants to keep doing them, and so even though it helped her get off of them, she wanted to go back to them, and
But then
that was
you
that.
started helping other people though, which is
Right.
amazing.
So then we split, and then in 2020, because I had experimented with the making of this concoction, and I knew that it really calmed me down. Which I was already a pretty calm person, but I not as centered as I am now. And then during the pandemic, I mean, I remember in April, I was like, every animal that has ever been fed one of these experimental gene therapies has died. And then I was like, now they're giving it to humans. I was like, this is crazy. I was like, so I was just telling everybody, and everybody was like, yeah, right, Sean. Like, we're going to believe you over CNN. And I was like, yes, please believe me over CNN. You know what I mean? And then, but yeah, that kept me centered and calm and cool, you know,
Cool.
locked in my house thanks to the government. I know we're about to wrap up, but Michael Ricks just came in. Should we at least say hi?
Oh, say hey, and then you can stay on, but I gotta jump off. Why don't you stay on?
All right, all right. Here comes
Or
Michael.
hey, or we could just
All right, so hey, Michael,
Michael
Hello.
Riggs, what's up?
what's
All
up,
right, just
Michael?
how are you guys doing?
Oh, we're great. We're great. We were just wrapping up, but let's wrap for a few more minutes.
Hey, yak it out. I'm gonna get I'm gonna continue on my sleeve.
All right, yeah, get your sleep on. So Angela's dropping out, and then if we can catch up for a little bit, Michael.
Well, what's the good word?
The good word. Have you tried Regenerate yet, Michael?
No, I've got to get it. I know we got the page set up, but we now need to get the last few details over to you to
You gotta try it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to get it in your brain, and it's like it's really fast. It's like it's one of those that just like clears everything. Like your stress, it just goes away. And then when the stress goes away, you can actually think about like, oh, and then you have like an idea. You're like, oh, you should do that or do that. Speaking of doing that, I want to work on my song. That's what I want to do. Finish my song. I started writing a song. I think it's really good, and it's.
You want to sing it now?
I could try, but I was like, I got to learn the guitar. I've been learning violin.
Oh, I heard that before.
Yeah, but it's it's a naughty song, but it has a yeah. I'm thinking I need to just write my song.
Okay, write your song.
It's I'm stigmatized. Every guy laughs at that, and it's so true.
That's the name of the song, or is it?
Stigmatized, yeah.
Okay.
I'm working on it. Now I've lost you. Like,
No,
I tried to bring up my my lyrics. I can do it here. Yeah, something like it's I've known you for a long time. Oh, did you drop off? I said I'm stigmatized, and he dropped off.
Every time Angela says "digmatize," you drop off. Is that what happens?
That's awesome. I've decided I'm just gonna like be fully myself with my lunatic self and reveal it all. So
Yeah.
what are you revealing all of yourself, Michael? Before I go into my stigmatized song, because I'm in the middle of my getting my sleep tattoo done today. Shit.
I've just been actually hard at work. I've been working on some music stuff and then doing some odd jobs and just keeping money rolling in and then getting ready for 4-inch speech. And just keeping the wheels turning while the winter months wind down and we get back in show mode. Most music shows have come to an end during the winter. So,
All music shows have come to an end.
well, once spring weather and summer weather comes back, most of your shows are outdoors. And even, people are reluctant to even go to shows due to the cold. People, in general.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
There's so much you could do online too, though, Michael.
Yes, it's just, I've been doing the social media thing. I've been doing the music video, short videos, short form videos, long form videos, full, music videos. I'm just like, I want to play in a stadium with, 800,000 people.
800,000?
Yes, 800,000.
Yeah, get to it.
That's a big stadium. I don't even know if that exists. We got to build a new stadium for Michael.
Come on, get your banjo out. Come on, Michael, bust it out.
Like, like when Who's the guys that sing "Like a Bridge Over Troubled Water"?
Like a bridge over
Who
sea.
the, uh, who are
Art
the guys?
Garfunkel. Art Garfunkel.
You remember when they sang in Madison Square Garden, and there was like that sea of people? Like it had to be almost 1 million people.
I think Madison Square Garden's like 50,000 max. Not even, Madison Square Garden's probably 20,000. 20,000. I think some of the biggest stadiums hold 200,000.
So you want huge audience? Is that what you want? That's what we hear you saying.
Taking the banjo and the music out as big as I can take it out there to the world. The 800,000. That's just a number that characterizes.
It sits with you. I love it.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, and then I'm betting your business, the cold months are not it. I think in most entrepreneurial businesses, everything slows down. December, January, February. It's just the nature. It's a
Hibernating.
That's what it is. Things are picking up now. I tell you what, in Nashville, the traffic it's astounding right now.
Oh, really?
It's
all the more reason to have a bike.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, it's also you need more lanes, but you guys know that during the Industrial Revolution, 2000 was basically that collapse. Was basically the end of the Industrial Revolution.
Hey, Michael, you're chopping out quite a bit. I don't know why. Do you have a Bluetooth or is that your phone?
That's my phone. Hold on, let me try.
Okay, now you're good.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, all the more reason to have a bike. How much are your bikes, by the way? I want one. I want two.
I mean, I don't. My business is not selling bikes. I do custom bikes, but they're very expensive. They're like,
I know.
like $5,000. But
you're gonna introduce me to that dude.
They're stupid fast. But
two of those bikes.
I've got some bikes in the $3,000 range right now. I've got a used bike that I'm selling for $1,000. Yeah, a Frey, some Magicians. Yeah.
So Michael,
okay, what were you gonna say?
Where's your banjo?
Nearby.
It's never far away, I bet.
My buddy asked me if I was going to retire. I says, we don't retire. We're financially independent.
Yeah.
We are multi-billion. We don't want to.
Here, I'm just your accompaniment. Come on, sing us a song, Michael. You want to be in front of.
Dude, does that happen all the time? People are just like, his audio's chopped.
Oh, you start singing and it goes out. Oh no!
You're. Oh no! What the hell happened to the audio?
Oh man! When the world's ending and all the power goes out, what are we gonna do, y'all?
Well, you need a banjo then, for sure.
I love spit my
sounds
milk.
like a Bluetooth that's far away.
Spit my milk everywhere.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
There you go. Bring it. Where are you? Come on.
Did you guys?
Damn it! Will you please go to his house next week?
Yeah, because your audio on your phone is like it was.
And you're so good. Listen,
iPhone 9.
I'm gonna go. Will you please make a point to go to his house because it's so good. Y'all got so much views on it. You're so good together, and we can talk about health and play music. And I'll play you my song next week. How about that?
I'm done with that. Hey, and then yeah.
Perfect. And we'll regenerate. You might shit yourself. Come early.
Occasionally it'll happen on the first.
Sometimes you're gonna shit yourself.
No, you don't shit yourself. You just might want to do the first dose at home.
The first time. It's really fun. All right, that's it planned. Michael, you're in. Thursdays at 7 Eastern. No, it's 8 Eastern, 7 Central.
Sometimes 6.
We're committing.
We're shifting to 7 now, Central.
We should do it because then it would be
7 Central. Gotcha. I'm
right.
good with 6 or 7 Central. Yeah, so we'll be doing this next week, Michael. If you want to come by the house, I don't know how far are you from downtown?
He's in Franklin.
About 25 minutes, but it's okay because you're right into the entrance of Nashville. You're not like deep in Nashville. Yeah,
Hey, it's a date. We've set a date now.
Some would say I'm deep in Nashville. I'm in the Gulch, but it's not downtown. You're right. I'm a mile from downtown.
And Michael, we're going to take 800,000 people you want.
Yeah, 800,000 people online. I think we could get to one day. But Michael, I wanted to ask you before we jump off: is you still doing betadine and Pepsin?
Man, I got to get some more of it.
But did that work?
Yes, it worked mad. I mean, it was like, dude, I got a whole new octave of my vocal range because I got no more heartburn.
Yeah. My God, look, there's your coaching. You should take clients.
Yes, that's amazing. I got to get some more of it.
Yeah, and once you get that part of your body, the digestion going better, then it helps everything. Yeah, I mean vocals, I'm no doubt, because you have less phlegm when your digestion's working right. So yeah, it's so cheap.
Oh, that's awesome. I noticed, of course. Oh, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
no, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the lack of heartburn gives your voice a break. It's losing notes and losing tone because of the heartburn.
Yeah. If anybody has heartburn, betadine and Pepsin, it's like $8 a month. Don't go see your doctor. Just do betadine and Pepsin, and it works by raising the pH. All the allopathic methodologies is to turn off your acid. So, I'm glad that worked out for you, and your audio keeps on chopping out. That's when I pointed at my ear. It's because your audio is chopping out. But what else is new with you, man? Anything you want to talk about, or anything? What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm on tour with the War and Treaty, and the trend of Black artists heading into country music keeps getting more and more pronounced. Beyonce launched 2 country songs. Says she's putting out a new entirely country album.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's interesting. It's definitely her own vibe of country. These few songs are take on.
You're chopping out again real bad. Can you move your phone or your mic? Something's blocking your microphone. I don't know. It's maybe wipe off where the microphone is or something.
Let's see.
That's better.
Okay.
That's weird. It's like the back half of your words keep getting chopped off. Say something else.
Hello?
That's clear.
Okay.
Weird. Yeah, no, you were talking about Beyonce. I heard that some people are saying that she's being blackballed.
I don't know. So country radio said that she hadn't prepared, that I guess her team that's, getting the song sent to radio didn't quite package everything and get everything ready to go to radio. I think they were, this is for a major artist, like internationally known music pop artist, go country country radio and then be a woman, number one, and then be black, and then for it to happen in Black History Month, uh, all those factors, um, I imagine they kind of were being pretty urgent about trying to get in the air, especially since another major first black artist, Tracy Chapman. She the sole writer of the song "Fast Car," won Country Song of the Year last year, and then it was played on the Grammys this year. So
Right.
I guess they're trying to get all those marks, you know, gain as much notoriety from those opportunities. So yeah, she just put out this album, and I think basically country radio was wanting it to be a little bit more put together before it hit radio.
Hmm.
I think the promotional offer, whatever the extras that radio is expected to get, he may have had some challenge getting all that put together. This will be the first time, a major international star just comes in as a star in the country.
What about Ray Charles?
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. He definitely is a very, very good point there because he was obviously very successful prior to doing his.
Yes, he was. Yeah. And then he definitely did a country album, and he's Ray Charles. I mean, Ray
Yes.
Charles is incredible.
Yes, he
Powerful.
definitely did it for sure.
Yeah. I haven't heard any of Beyonce's country stuff. I'm not a big pop music guy, so I'm not a huge Beyonce fan. Other than she did that remake of like a Jefferson Airplane song. I forget the name. That's great. That's a great song, and she killed it on that.
Well, she did this song called Texas Hold'em. Like they're at a dive bar and he's wanting to dance. He talks about getting or doing country music.
Chopping out again.
How is that?
Better now. Yeah. So you're saying dive bar?
Yeah, so she's in a dive bar wanting to go out with her man and dance, do some kind of country song, and she's talking about out on the floor and spinning around at times. It's kind of, in line with a lot of country songs are about life in a bar or with girls.
So she's doing pop country.
It's actually, this sounded very organic. She got Rhiannon Giddens to play banjo, and she got Robert Randolph to play guitar. At least two prominent musicians joined her. Robert Randolph has a band called Robert Randolph and plays lap steel, pedal steel. He sauce it up. He well, the likes of like Stevie, only pedal steel rock style. Memphis country meets the blues. Meets pop. And then Rihanna, she's on her own kind of Americana.
Michael, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I can barely hear you. You keep chopping out. When's the next time you're in town? Are you in town anytime soon? Is your
Yeah, I play at the local from 4 to 5.
When are you playing? You're playing at the local.
4
When?
to 5. 5. 4 to
What day?
Saturday.
This Saturday. Man, hit me up. You're just chopping out so bad I can't hear you. Why don't you? I don't know if I'm gonna try to make it to the local. You said 4 or 5. I'm not sure which. If you would shoot me a text, maybe we can get together and chat just before or after. I don't know what your plans are, but I want to catch up with you. And it's so choppy that I can't hear you, which is killing me. But shoot me a text if you would when you're going to the local, or if you're free before or after. Maybe we can get together and chat about some stuff. because I want to know more about what you do, and maybe we have some common goals. We can get together and work on something too.
That'd be
So, and then you got to come up for a bike ride sometime. I don't know if you've ever been on these e-bikes, but they're a lot of fun. And Nashville is actually a really fun city to bike around, believe it or not.
I got to get out and get moving more.
Yeah. Oh, and I was talking before you jumped on. I was talking about it with Angela. If you're not doing this is something that I often don't do, because sometimes I just want to go right into work. So I'll wake up, I'll do food or whatever, and then get right into the computer. But seeing that morning sun is so huge. Just as soon as you wake up, don't look at a screen. Just straight out the door, and walk towards the sun. Don't look at it. Walk towards it so that it hits your eyes. Such a mood booster. I got out of the practice of doing that for a bit, and it definitely pays to do that. But yeah, try to catch up with me Saturday, either before or after, or I'll try to make it to the local. I got a buddy in from out of town, and I haven't heard music in a while, so I'll try to make it to your show. That's on West End, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then also I want to get with you to figure out how we can fix this audio. But all right, man. Take care. Hopefully I'll see you Saturday.
Awesome. I'll see you next.
All right, man. I'll see you.
All right. I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.